Let's talk about Nvidia. This is a company whose name you've probably seen glowing on the side of a gaming PC, or splashed across tech headlines. But what you might not realize is just how deeply Nvidia is woven into the fabric of our digital world. You might know them for graphics cards powering video games, but they've become much more. Their technology is the silent force behind the stunning visuals and smooth gameplay that gamers love. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Nvidia is now the engine room for the world of artificial intelligence. Their chips are the beating heart of data centers, supercomputers, and cloud platforms, running the algorithms that drive everything from language models to medical breakthroughs. Imagine the company that made your kettle also building rockets for NASA. That's the scale of their transformation. Nvidia has gone from a niche graphics company to a technological powerhouse, shaping industries you'd never expect. Their chips are the undisputed champions of AI, powering everything from research labs to self-driving cars. If there's a breakthrough in machine learning, chances are Nvidia silicon is involved. Because of this, Nvidia has become one of the most valuable companies on the planet. Investors and tech giants alike watch their every move, knowing that Nvidia's innovations can shift the entire industry. They're not just in the race, they are the racetrack, the fuel, and the trophy. In the world of AI, Nvidia sets the pace, and everyone else is trying to keep up. So, when Nvidia does something new, the world pays attention. Journalists, developers, and competitors all hold their breath, waiting to see what's next, especially when it's about something as game-changing as cars. The automotive world is on the brink of a revolution, and Nvidia is right at the center. Not just any cars, self-driving cars. Vehicles that can navigate city streets, highways, and even unpredictable traffic, all without a human at the wheel. For years, self-driving cars felt like science fiction, always just out of reach. We dreamed of a future where cars could drive themselves, but reality lagged behind. We've seen attempts, but the technology never quite arrived. There were setbacks, false starts, and plenty of skepticism about whether it would ever work. Now, Nvidia is stepping in with a bold new approach. They're bringing their AI expertise and hardware muscle to the challenge, promising to change the game. They're not just building the brains, they're sharing the instructions. Nvidia is opening up their technology, making it possible for others to build on their breakthroughs. On December 1, 2025, Nvidia released a groundbreaking new software for autonomous vehicles. This wasn't just another product launch, it was a major milestone for the entire industry. This isn't a minor update, it's a complete rethink of how a self-driving car should think. Nvidia's new software reimagines the very core of autonomous driving, using advanced neural networks and real-time data processing. It could finally get us past that stubborn corner and onto the straight. The dream of safe, reliable self-driving cars might finally be within reach. And it's got a brilliant name. Nvidia knows how to make a splash, and this launch is no exception. The world of cars and AI may never be the same. This is more than just a new product. It's a signal that the future is arriving faster than we thought. Let's see what makes this so revolutionary, and why Nvidia's latest move could change how we all get from A to B. The software at the heart of this story is called Alpamayo-R1, a name that hints at both its ambition and the scale of the challenge it faces. Named after Alpamayo, one of the most notoriously difficult mountains to climb in Peru, this software signals Nvidia's bold ambition to conquer one of technology's greatest frontiers, building truly reliable self-driving cars. Alpamayo-R1 isn't just another upgrade, it's a whole new kind of brain for vehicles. It's what's known as a Vision Language Action Model, or VLA, a system that brings together sight, understanding, and decision-making in a way that's never been done before. This model allows the car to see the world around it, interpret what it sees using language, and then decide what to do next. Essentially, it's giving the car a way to reason about its environment. See, think, do, just like a human driver, but with the speed and precision of advanced AI. This marks a huge shift from the old generation of self-driving systems, which were often described as black boxes, mysterious and opaque, even to their own creators. In the past, when these cars made decisions, no one could fully explain why. The logic was hidden, and that made it hard to trust. When something went wrong, diagnosing the problem was a nightmare. Engineers would spend days or weeks trying to figure out what happened, often with little success. Alpamayo-R1 is the opposite of that old approach. It's designed from the ground up to be transparent, explainable, and understandable. Not just for engineers, but for regulators and even everyday drivers. Now, the car's thinking process is like an open book. You can see how it reasons, step by step, as it navigates the world. Nvidia is openly acknowledging the scale of the problem. They're not pretending that building safe, trustworthy self-driving cars is easy. It's a mountain of a challenge. But with Alpamayo-R1, they believe they've created a tool that can help everyone, engineers, automakers, and even passengers, climb this mountain together, step by step. It's a statement of both ambition and humility from a tech giant that knows the road ahead is steep, but also believes in the power of innovation and collaboration. By making the car's reasoning visible and understandable, Nvidia is changing the way we think about self-driving safety. It's not just about technology, it's about accountability and trust. This isn't just about building a better car, it's about building trust with every person who steps inside, and with society as a whole. The name Alpamayo is a constant reminder. The climb is tough, the journey is long, but with the right tools and determination, the summit is within reach. Nvidia's new model could be the route that finally leads us to the top of this technological mountain. It's a bold and necessary move in a field where progress has often been slow and breakthroughs have been hard-won. Already, Alpamayo-R1 is making waves across the automotive and tech industries, sparking conversations and raising expectations for what's possible. The challenge ahead is massive, but so is the opportunity to reshape how we move through the world. So, how does this new brain actually work? Let's take a closer look at the technology that could change the future of driving. So, how does Alpamayo-R1 work? A self-driving car is covered in cameras, radar, and LiDAR, creating a flood of data every second. The car sees everything, but understanding it is the real trick. Alpamayo-R1 acts as an interpreter, turning raw data into meaning. It's trained on massive amounts of images, videos, and text, learning to connect what it sees with words. When it spots a stop sign, it doesn't just see shapes, it recognizes and labels it. The AI can break down a street scene into simple, descriptive sentences. It understands context: a cyclist in the bike lane, a light turning yellow, a pedestrian about to cross. This translation from vision to language is the foundation of Alpamayo-R1's power. It gives the car genuine awareness of its environment, and that's what makes it so special. Here's where it gets really clever. Imagine a car that doesn't just drive itself, but actually shares its thoughts with you as it goes. This is the next step in making technology truly understandable and approachable. Alpamayo-R1 has a Think Aloud feature, a breakthrough that sets it apart from other autonomous vehicles. The car doesn't just make decisions, it explains them, step by step, in plain language. You're never left wondering why it slowed down or changed lanes. Imagine riding in a car that narrates its reasoning. I see a van parked ahead, I'll move left to give it space. It's like having a conversation with your car, where it keeps you informed and reassured at every turn. This internal monologue makes the car's actions transparent, so you always know what's happening and why. If something goes wrong, engineers can read the car's log and see exactly what it was thinking at every moment, making troubleshooting much more precise. No more guessing, just clear explanations, right there in black and white. This makes development and debugging much faster and safer, because every decision the car makes is documented and easy to review. Engineers can correct mistakes directly, making the system smarter with every update, and ensuring that improvements are based on real insights. It's like teaching a student who can tell you exactly where they're stuck, so you can help them learn faster and more effectively. The learning process becomes far more effective, and the car's intelligence grows with every lesson. For the first time, we can truly understand how a self-driving car thinks, making the technology less of a mystery and more of a partner. That's a game changer for safety and trust, giving passengers and engineers alike new confidence in autonomous vehicles. And it's only possible because of Alpamayo-R1's unique design, which brings together transparency, intelligence, and safety in a way we've never seen before. Safety is the bottom line for self-driving cars. If we can't trust them to be safer than humans, what's the point? The biggest hurdle has always been trust. How do we know what the car is thinking? Alpamayo-R1 is the first system that can actually answer that question. When something goes wrong, investigators get a detailed, moment-by-moment account from the car's perspective. This allows for rapid diagnosis and fixes. If one car makes a mistake, the solution can be shared instantly across the entire fleet. It's a collective learning system that gets safer with every mile. Regulators and the public can finally see how decisions are made. Trust moves from blind faith to evidence. That's how you build a revolution in transportation. Here's the twist. Nvidia gave Alpamayo-R1 away for free. It's open source, meaning anyone can download, modify, and use it. Sounds crazy, but it's a brilliant strategy. Nvidia isn't building cars. They want to sell the powerful chips inside them. By making Alpamayo-R1 open, they're creating an industry standard that runs best on Nvidia hardware. They're selling the ovens, not the recipe. This move encourages collaboration across the industry. Researchers, developers, and companies can all build on the same foundation. It accelerates innovation and helps set universal safety standards. Instead of secret, incompatible systems, we get a common language for self-driving cars. Nvidia is betting on progress for everyone, not just themselves. It's a bold, long-term play. Nvidia's leaders are clear about their intentions. Katie Washabaugh, their product marketing manager, says the goal is to move the whole industry forward together. By making Alpamayo-R1 open source, they're demystifying how advanced AI works. The Think Aloud feature is central. It makes debugging and understanding the AI much easier. This transparency builds trust, which is the core philosophy of the project. With a common framework, it's easier to compare and improve safety across the industry. Nvidia's open approach could revolutionize automotive AI, just as it has in other fields. So, who can use Alpamayo-R1? Almost anyone. Major car manufacturers can use it as a starting point, saving years of development. Tech companies and startups can improve their own models or experiment with new features. Smaller players get access to cutting-edge research, leveling the playing field. Academic researchers and students can study and improve the technology. This scrutiny is vital for public trust and responsible development. Hobbyists and independent developers can experiment and find creative solutions. By opening Alpamayo-R1 to all, Nvidia taps into global intelligence. The more eyes on the code, the faster it improves. It turns a corporate project into a worldwide effort. That's how real progress happens. What does this mean for the future? The road to self-driving cars just got a lot clearer. Alpamayo-R1 smashes open the black box, replacing mystery with transparency. Cars that explain themselves build trust and accelerate adoption. Nvidia is now at the center of the AI universe, shaping the future of transportation. For drivers and passengers, self-driving cars are now more tangible than ever. The Think Aloud feature is the key to public trust. The future of driving isn't silent, it's a conversation. The mountain is still high, but we finally have the right tools for the climb. The road ahead is open.